Hello and welcome to HLTH311. My name is Mickey Yanchevsky and I will be your instructor for the course this semester. The purpose of this slideshow is to talk about how to pass an online class and introduce you to some of the ideas that might be presented. The first thing you see on the slide is that you should schedule time for your class. And what that means is you should treat this class just like a face-to-face class. So you might want to schedule time in your day every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 8 a.m. to noon in order to study, read, and write for this class. Or you might want to give all day Saturday to this class. Whatever you decide to do, you need to actually block out that time on your calendar just as if this were a real class in a classroom. By doing that, it's going to help you stay on top of all of your assignments. The other thing to consider is that if you have any problems or any concerns, you need to contact me immediately. And when we go over the syllabus in a different slideshow, you will see that you will have my email, my office phone, and my cell phone. Here are some other important issues to consider for this class. In this class, there are quizzes that are related to every unit that you study. The quizzes are designed to help you study for the tests. They will show you exactly what is on the test so you know what to study. Any questions that are on the quizzes are not identical to the test questions, but they are very similar. So every time you take a quiz, you will be seeing the types of questions that will be on the test. And that, in the end, will help you decide what to study. The other reason to take the quizzes is they will provide you practice on the equipment. However you are going to take your tests, you should practice on the same equipment taking the quizzes. If you're going to have issues with any type of software or hardware, you need to know that when you take the quizzes and not when you take the tests. The university's recommendation is that tests are always taken on hardwired computers. They don't want you on Wi-Fi. And the reason is that a hardwired computer is more likely to do well with the test. You're less likely to be kicked offline if you're in a hardwired computer. Having said that, I personally have never had an issue with that, but I just want to let you know what the college policy is. The other issue to remember is that using tablets or phones is not an effective way to take quizzes or tests, and that's because you do not have access to everything you do when you take it on a computer. So remember, your tests should be taken on computers, and more than likely, or preferably, they should be wired and not Wi-Fi. Finally, these are some other important issues that you need to be aware of when you are taking this class. First, you need to be able to use APA format for writing your papers. You can use Purdue OWL, or you could purchase a book. If you have a book from 315, I recommend you use that. And also the Towson University Library has a connection where you can go in and try to learn how to use APA format. APA format is the format that is used in the Health and Human Services field, and therefore it is the format we use in this class. Make sure that you check your spelling and grammar before you submit your written work. I believe every assignment has spelling and grammar points attached to it. This is a 300 level class, and that means I expect you to have command of the English language. In order to do well on your writing assignments, your assignment should have an introduction, which describes what you're going to write about. Then it should have a body that does exactly what your introduction says. And then you should have a summary that summarizes what you did. So in a good paper, a paper that is well written, it will always tell the reader what's going to happen. Then exactly what was said to happen will happen in the exact order it was said. And then the reader will be able to summarize what they just read. So you tell the reader what's going to happen, you make it happen, and then you summarize what happened. Make sure you proof all your papers before you submit them, and make sure you follow the directions that are given. Every assignment has a scoring rubric, and I follow those rubrics to the detail that's in that rubric. So if it says to do X, Y, and Z, I am checking off that you did X, Y, and Z. So that concludes the slideshow. Again, I welcome you to Health 311. There will be 2 other slideshows to watch, one on how to maneuver Blackboard and one going over the syllabus. I look forward to seeing you online beginning in January.